as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
20, flag, 43. Check, 43. Here we go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark. Andrews there, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. Watch the boot.
Throwing again. Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hit. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Logan. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. Murray now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, and this one's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Jackson to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's our time. Kill.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll run it with Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as the Ravens push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go.
From the 39, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Screenplay. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Murray now. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Murray. It's caught right side by Daniels. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that, Toad.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
43. Check, 43.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
23 yards on the play. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, and it's Hill again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds Roberts left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were on the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray being chased out left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he finds Daniels. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Go. Slam.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson options out left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson, option right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll run it with Johnson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem